Well, that is number one.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Gozyuger DX Riotega sword. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Okay, so here's the thing. I ended up having to buy the gift set because that was all that was available, with the Ryotega sword and the regular Tega sword, which I do not need, so I have an extra Tega sword now. So if anybody wants to buy my extra Tega sword, hit me up on Twitter. I'll sell it to you for a good price. But anyway, here's the packaging, lovely packaging, with all these lovely images there. Gozyuwolf, all fully wolfed out, all majestic-like things and stuff and things. Number one, on this side we have Gozyuwolf. On this side we have the sword in, big boxes in its robot mode. Up top, things, stuff, things. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots with all of this, that, thing, stuff, and the other. And on the bottom, some more product shots. Warning, don't eat anything in this box that can be very bad for you. And of course, we have Sad Pac-Man. That's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the Riotega sword. And yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty freaking cool. It does not come with the stand. This is my stand. This is the Bandai Display Daiza, which I purchased a while ago. I have no idea if it's still available, but hey, you can look for it if you want one. But before we talk about the sword, let us talk about the included Sentai ring. And here we have the Ryotega sword ring, and yeah, very nice ring, done in a very dark, transparent blue, and it does have little sparkly flecks in it. I love the sparkly flecks. Makes me happy, makes me smile. Well, we got some nice gold in there, some metallic blue, some red in there as well. Of course, you have the smaller ring size and you have the larger ring size for those with beefier, meatier fingers. But yeah, there you have that. So without further ado, let's take a listen to what it does in the Tega sword. It does nothing. That's it. And now moving on to the main event of the evening, here we have the Riotega sword, and this is, again, very cool. I love this. So here is the sword. It's actually a pretty nice sized weapon here. Just for a quick comparison, here it is with our regular Tega sword. You can kind of see there's a bit of a size difference going on there, a bit bigger. Yeah, let's get in close and take a look at the details. The blade is actually done in a clear kind of bendy plastic, and then they painted the top of it with this yellow, and you have this nice metallic coloration going down the blade. Got some nice gold hits going down this section as well. Again, we get that nice metallic coloration. And all of this blue plastic has a nice little sparkly flecks. I love the sparkly flecks. I love them. And we have our section here to plug in our rings. Get some nice detailing here. Got the Gozyuger symbol right there, and you have your little trigger. It's an oddly shaped trigger. I'm not used to a trigger being this shape, but it still works just fine. And here is the back. You can see we got some arms hanging out back here. That's for the robot mode. Not too much to speak about. On the back side here, your battery compartment is right here. The batteries are included, so you don't have to worry about that. It does have an on-off switch. Yay! Yay! It's rare we see on-off switches on these things now, so it's a joyous day when we actually get to see an on-off switch on these toys. But oh no, though, it's really cool. So without further ado, let's get down to the noises. So again, your on-off switch is right here. So turn it on, and we get. Tells you what it is in case you already forgot. And you pull the trigger. Little slash noise. Slashy slashy. Rapid fire that if you want to. You can see a nice bright LED goes off in there. That's pretty much all you can do there. So now it's time to get our engage on. So we bring in the ring and plug it in. And pull the trigger. That's really cool. Really, really cool. You get some fanfare, you get cheering and everything. Makes you feel important. Makes you feel like you accomplished something. Anyway, there you go. And we can pull the trigger. The slash noise doesn't change. But now we can hold the trigger down. Got standby sound. And explosions and explosions. So there you have your attack. So, get a little disengage noise when you pull out the ring. Now this does have a reader. So this will read your other Sentai rings. So let's get down to listening to that. So now we'll bring in one of our regular rings here. You get your finish finger. You can pull the trigger again. And it gives you that fingering finish. Finish finger. That just, yeah, don't say it like that. Now, if you plug in somebody else's ring. You can see the LED changes to whatever color member you are using. So that's what happens there. So now, let's bring in one of our Legend Sentai rings. We have King Oja. So it'll do the finishing attack of that Sentai team. So you have that. And last but not least, we'll bring in one of the weapon rings. And more explosions, more explosions. So there you have that. But now it's time to get down to the really fun stuff because we can combine the Ryotega sword with the regular Tega sword. So let's get down to it. Now prep work for the Tega sword just involves ripping off his arms and ripping him in half. So you know, that doesn't get easier, but it somehow still gets more fun. So now for the Ryotega sword, we need to come back here. We need to pop off these arm sections. Put those off to the side. We have a release button right here that will allow us to disengage this entire blade section. I'm going to turn that off because I don't want that going off the entire time I'm trying to explain this. But yeah, you get that standby noise as you're getting everything ready. So next we're going to take these blade pieces off. Then we're going to take this and break this in half. And then we're going to take this section and flip that back. Take the section, flip that back, and all of this is ready to go. So we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. So for the feet here, you just want to slide the foot in and then bring that up. That will lock that in place. And then bring this section up. And do the same thing on the other side. Get that in place. Close that up. Bring that up. And now he has great strength of feet. You're now going to take these two sections here and merge them together. It's just going to plug in right there into that waist joint. And then you want to take the section, bring it up, and it will clip onto the chest on either side to form the new chest piece. And then you just drop all this down and connect it like that. And now for the arms, each arm gets a blade, just clips right into the hand. You want the gold facing forward, and that will just clip right on to either side, thusly and thusly. And the last thing to do is just plug in the head, raise this up to reveal the robot mode face. And now we'll take a listen to some sounds. And there you go. And let me tell you something. This is a really cool combination. I love this. I think this looks awesome. I really dig this combo. That looks so cool in my opinion. But let's get in close so we can take a look at the details. And here we have the noggin here. And a very cool head sculpt. I quite like it. You got that nice bright blue in there for the eyes. It gives you that nice contrast against the dark blue. This really pops. Very nice. And again, this whole look, I dig this whole look here. That's just awesome. Really cool. You got the little sword weapons here. Even the feet look awesome. This all just comes together really well. I super dig that. Now, articulation-wise, I mean, there's not much to talk about. It's very limited. That's pretty much all you're going to get right there. But yeah, now, a Sentai, you know how it is. So now to do our attack, we'll just hit the button here. But wait, there's more, because we can combine this with our other weapons, so let's get down to that. So we have prep work we have to do for each. So for Wolf, we're just going to remove this section, and this is all we're going to need. For Eagle, we just want to pop this section out, and this is all we're going to need. For Unicorn, we're just taking this top section off, and that's all we're going to need. For Tyranno, going to split it in half, remove the legs, and we're only using this half. And last but not least, for Leon, we're going to remove this section. We don't need this. And then we're going to take the legs and just swing them out to the side. And there we have all of this ready to go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to rip off the arm, we're going to remove the blade, and we're going to now attach it to the back of the hand. So it's like that. And this will clip on to the side of the leg. So it's looking like that. And now Leon and Tyranno will become the new arms. So plug those in. We're going to take Eagle, and that's going to clip in right here. And Unicorn will plug in right up top, right here, like that. And then the Wolf will just plug right up top. Actually, one more thing to do. We take the Tegasword arms and do what we always do. Just plug them onto the back. Plug it onto the back. And we're going to take the wings and we're going to bring them out like that. And there we have the combination complete. And I think that looks really cool. And I guess maybe this qualifies as the cluster combination. I don't know. But it does incorporate all of the weapons here. I mean, granted, you're not using everything. You're going to have some bits and pieces left over, but it's incorporating the other weapons in some form and fashion. And I personally think this looks really cool. And now we can do our even bigger attack by holding the trigger down. Number one, indeed. But yeah, there you go. You got your big attack going on there. And yeah, again, really cool combo in my opinion. And one last thing to note, you still obviously have the ring slot here if you plug a ring in. I'll tell you what's number one. And we can do our other rings too. So it's going to basically do the same thing, just at the end it's going to tell you it's number one. But we'll do the Sentai ring, just because. Number one! So there you go. So there you have the Ryotega sword, and yeah, I love this thing. I think it's awesome. You know, the sword mode just looks fantastic. It's just a great design. The combined mode looks awesome. The combined mode with the other weapons looks awesome. I really dig this. And it has a reader, so it can read all of your rings. So yeah, there's a lot of play value here, and I very much appreciate that. Very cool piece here, so. There you go. Now I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Gozyuger playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Gozyuger DX Ryotega sword, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.